Commentary on John 1 1 to 18. Prologue Overview 1 1 to 5. The opening declaration establishes the eternal nature of the Word. In the beginning places the Word prior to creation, not as a created being, but as the very source of all existence. The Word is both with God and is God, expressing distinction and unity simultaneously. This reveals that divine life and expression are inseparable. God is made known through his own self-expression. All things were made through him, affirms that creation itself is the outflow of this Word. Life originates in him, and that life is described as light, the illumination of humanity. Darkness, representing ignorance and alienation, cannot overcome or extinguish this light. The emphasis is not on a struggle between equals, but on the superiority of life over darkness. Witness of John 1 6 to 8. A man is introduced, sent as a witness, not as the light, but as one pointing to it. The distinction reinforces that the focus is not on human effort or preparation, but on the revelation already present. The purpose of the witness is that all might believe, directing attention away from self and toward the light itself. The true light and human response 1:13. The true light enlightens every person, indicating a universal scope. This is not a limited illumination, but one that reaches all humanity. Yet the world did not recognize him, and even his own did not receive him. The contrast highlights the disconnect between divine revelation and human perception. However, reception is described not as achievement, but as recognition. Those who receive are given the right to be called children of God. This birth is explicitly not of human origin, not of blood, will, or effort, but of God. The emphasis removes all human contribution and places the origin entirely in divine action. The Word made flesh 1:14. The Word becoming flesh is the central revelation, the invisible made visible. Dwelling among us carries the idea of tabernacling, echoing God's presence with Israel, now embodied fully. Glory is seen, not partial or veiled, but as of the only begotten from the Father, full of grace and truth. Grace and truth are not presented as opposing concepts, but unified in Him. What was once shadowed in earlier covenant structures is now fully revealed in a person. John's testimony revisited, the witness reiterates the preeminence of the Word. Though coming after, he is before. This reinforces eternal priority rather than chronological sequence. Fullness and grace 16. From his fullness we have all received, and grace upon grace. This phrase conveys an ongoing, abundant supply, not incremental or conditional, but overflowing. The contrast with the law given through Moses highlights a transition. What was mediated and partial is now fulfilled and complete in Jesus Christ. Grace is not merely assistance, but the full expression of divine favor and reality. Truth is not abstract, but embodied. The revelation of the Father 1:18. No one has seen God at any time, underscores the invisibility of God in essence. Yet the Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, has declared him. This declaration is not partial, it is the complete unveiling of God's nature. The intimacy described, in the bosom, conveys perfect knowledge and union. Therefore, the revelation given is final and definitive. There is no further need for mediated or progressive unveiling, as the fullness of God has been made known. Summary insight. The passage presents a movement from unseen to seen, from shadow to fullness, from mediated understanding to direct revelation. Life, light, grace, and truth are not distributed in fragments, but revealed entirely in the Word made flesh. The emphasis throughout is on divine initiative, completeness, and the sufficiency of what has been revealed.